Today I want to talk to you guys about botting in D3 and what that actually looks like right now and what it's always been in this game, because this is not a new thing, guys. This has been around for a very long time and I've seen it come and go before. So I might be able to add a little bit more perspective. Now, this is relevant right now because of the petition that came through, and you know, we've got a lot of big streamers and YouTubers, if you look at it, that really do support the petition as well. We've got a lot of second generation Diablo streamers, like we're not talking Moldrin or Archon or any of those guys, King Konga, but we have got Al Kaiser on the other hand, who's definitely an OG in the Diablo world. And the problem is that, yeah, they really dislike the fact that there's bots in this game. Now, yeah, there are bots in this game. There's always been bots in this game, and some of the discussion has been like from wild concepts of Blizzard adding in bots to inflate their game player stats, which would make sense if the game was, you know, completely dead. And that's something that I definitely hear a lot about from other people, saying that the game is completely dead. I honestly don't think that there's bots in the game to inflate stats, because that costs server prices. Also probably very illegal, I'm just going to guess. But I do think there are bots in the game, without a doubt. And I think that they're a major pest for Blizzard. Yeah, they don't want artificial people playing their games. So, bots have always existed. And the way that we know that bots exist in this game is because of a couple of things. Now, it's obvious when we had things like the auction house in the game where botting was relevant, because you had a real financial reward behind it. You know what I mean? But, you know, what rewards do you get right now? Probably selling accounts, that kind of thing. Maybe just laziness. Maybe just being able to go to work and have something level up your character for you. You know, that's kind of fun too, I guess, to some people. But how do we know that there's bots in the game? Well, I really can't remember the name of the website right now, but there's a couple of them out there. You can check the statistics on players who play the game, what characters are, what gear they have. It basically pulls all this info from the Blizzard website. And you're going to look and you're going to find some players that have literally played the game 20 to 24 hours plus a day consistently for like months. And you got to think, well, it's physically impossible to do that as one person. So then the next debate is, well, what if there's two people in an account? One of my good friends, Lord, his son loves to play video games, and I assume that they share accounts quite often as well with lots of different games. That's the total reality. But when you look at 20 to 24 hours every day, the odds of that is incredibly low. Now, one would think that if you had those kind of stats, which Blizzard does internally, you would immediately look at these actual accounts, and I believe that their warden system, I don't even know if they still call it that these days in Diablo 3 anyway, but their warden system would detect gameplay that looks like that. So the other question is, okay, maybe botting's getting smarter now, and my goodness, I bet you it is, where, you know, we're going to have auto breaks of random human behavior and seems like human behavior and random chat amongst the game and that kind of stuff. So it would be pretty hard to detect. But like I said, if someone's playing the game 24 hours a day for months on end, you can pick up on it. So it's this really complex topic, I think, because, you know, you're on one side as Blizzard, like, okay, we know that we're pretty sure this person is a bot and we've got a list of them. But if they're not a bot and we ban them, wouldn't that be illegal in some terms? Now, I'm sure Blizzard could cover it in their terms of service. It'd be set up in a way like Blizzard has the right to, you know, terminate you from the game permanently if they choose to, some shit like that. But at the same time, you know, do they really want that? Do they really want to take that much effort? Wouldn't it just be easier to let these bots continue to play in the game? You know what I mean? Like, there's no trading. It's just other people playing. The only reason why this actually has any impact whatsoever is because of the leaderboards. And I think the most interesting part about the petition that came up was basically this person was expressing like, look, we know you can't ban all bots in the next 2 weeks. We'd love it if you could, and you should be more on top of this stuff, but we know you can't. 2 weeks before you close the season, ban them all then. So the whole leaderboard is fresh again. So people like, you know, Quinn and those guys who take Diablo 3 very competitively, it's actually their job in some sense, along with presenting, you know, being an entertainer as well. You know, we want to be able to play this game competitively, and I'm not too worried about Quinn. That dude is a freak, man. He plays really, really well. But, yeah, some of the other players who, you know, may not have that amount of time. Me, personally, it has no effect on me whatsoever. Like, I totally don't care. When it comes to leaderboards, if you're going to be competitive on leaderboards, then you have to be playing this game every day and for longer than, say, 8 hours or so. You're going to be putting in, you know, the 10s and 14-hour days, in my opinion anyway. And that's something that I haven't done in a while now, especially not in Season 4, which we are here. I did that for a while, to be honest. Maybe six months, close to a year I was playing that much, and could have definitely competed. But, yeah, times are very different now anyway. I don't have nowhere near that much time anymore, having, you know, a full-time job and also maintaining a channel like this. I'd be lucky to, if I could play a game 5-6 hours a day, that'd be awesome. And I usually don't have that much time. But anyway, guys, so that's the whole deal. Botting's always been around. It's never an issue when there's not an agenda. So when there's no money behind it, then it's not an issue. But when it's competitive gameplay like leaderboards, it is an issue. And I'm looking forward to see what Blizzard do with response to this. Because I feel like it's a much more complex issue than what we're kind of looking at right now. Do I think that they don't have the ability? No way. I reckon they could totally keep this game very clean. In fact, it's always online. And this is kind of, in a sense, what we paid for, what we signed up for. An always online game that's safe of hacking. That's why it's always online. So I believe they could solve these problems. So, hey, at least it's not console, right? Nothing against console Diablo 3, but hacking is pretty... Yeah, it's pretty nasty on console, but anyway, guys, thanks for joining me as always. Let me know if you want to see another one of these Diablo 3 discussion videos while I'm actually leveling up my character and getting up to the end game to prepare for BlizzCon and all that cool stuff. Catch you next time. See you guys.